Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, what happened to me? Excess weight is not just numbers on a scale. It's a real problem that affects your health and quality of life. In this video, you'll learn how to solve this problem once and for all. Be sure to check out the video description. Only verified tips here. If health matters to you, hit subscribe. Now let's break it down. Every day, millions of people around the world face this problem. It feels like you've tried everything, but the results never come. You can follow diets, train, but the weight doesn't go away, or it comes back despite your efforts. And it's not just disappointment, it's a real struggle with yourself. You feel that every year it becomes harder to stay physically active. Sometimes even the simplest things, like climbing stairs or a long walk, become a real challenge. You want to stay in shape, you want to be energetic, but your body resists. It's not just about appearance, it's about how your body works. As you age, your metabolism slows down, and you begin to notice that things in your body don't work as fast. You develop new habits. You start noticing how your body reacts to each choice you make. But it's not your fault or lack of willpower. The challenges you face may be related to how your body is built, to its internal processes. The body changes, but it's important to understand that it can be fixed. And the problem is not that you're not trying. It's most likely about how your body reacts to what you're doing. They tell you, do this and you'll lose weight, but you follow all the rules and still see no results. Why does this happen? Because diets don't work the same for everybody. Each of us has unique traits: metabolic rate, hormonal background, stress level, genetics. Weight problems are not just about appearance. It's probably a signal that something is wrong in our body. It's important to understand that fighting excess weight is not just about beauty, it's about health. When you don't take any steps, the weight keeps increasing, and that can lead to a range of illnesses that can significantly reduce your quality of life. When excess weight becomes chronic, you risk facing serious diseases, from diabetes to heart problems to high blood pressure to joint diseases. All these diseases are directly related to excess weight, and with how the body handles the loads you place on it. You feel pain in your joints, the heart starts beating faster, and breathing becomes harder. As soon as you start doing something to regain control over your body, you'll see how everything can change. It's not just about how you look, but about how you feel every morning. When you look in the mirror and can't stop thinking that you lost yourself somewhere along the way, little by little, you stop enjoying the things that once brought you joy. Walks, photo shoots, parties, all of that becomes a zone of discomfort. Even the simplest moments, like wanting to go out in your favorite clothes, can cause anxiety or the desire to just hide. You start to think it's laziness or weakness, but in reality, the reason lies much deeper, and it has nothing to do with a lack of willpower. Weight problems rarely appear out of nowhere. They're usually the result of a combination of factors built up over years. It could be poor nutrition, constant snacking on the go, lack of physical activity, chronic stress, or hormonal imbalances. Sometimes the cause lies in genetics or in age-related changes that drastically change the metabolic rate. But there are simple and safe ways to help your body get going and start shifting the situation in your favor. We're talking about tools that act gently but really work, especially when combined with smart habits. And one of those tools, for many years now, has been apple cider vinegar. It's not just health enthusiasts who talk about it, but also many doctors and nutritionists, because its properties are truly backed by research. It helps speed up the metabolism, normalizes blood sugar levels, and can aid in weight loss if used regularly. Moreover, it doesn't act aggressively. Gradually, as if tuning your inner processes to the right rhythm. By the way, it's better to take it in capsules, since liquid vinegar can irritate the stomach and mucous membranes. Of course, apple cider vinegar alone is not the solution to all problems. It doesn't replace physical activity or a mindful approach to nutrition, but it can be a great helper. It's like giving your body an extra tool to function better and faster. But even with all the benefits of metabolic support, there's still one issue that can't be ignored. It's the craving for sweets. You probably know how hard it is to resist eating something unhealthy, especially when you're tired, stressed, or simply feel completely drained. This is where another key element comes into play that can make a big difference. It's chromium. This microelement helps control blood glucose levels, and most importantly, reduces the craving for sweets. When your sugar levels are stable, you have fewer emotional ups and downs, and as a result, less need to grab something sweet for energy. You start feeling more focused, your appetite becomes more predictable, and you no longer live from snack to snack. The body stops panicking and starts working calmly, and you start to feel more confident. Chromium helps improve carbohydrate processing and reduces the risk of them being stored as fat, which means you not only eat less, but your body also digests food differently. This is especially important when you're just starting your path to better well-being, and you need support, not another challenge. When the body has enough chromium, the process becomes easier. You're not fighting against yourself, you just act with stability. And if you combine chromium with apple cider vinegar in one complex, you get a powerful, safe, and natural tool. One helps speed up the metabolism, the other reduces sugar cravings. Together, they create conditions that make it easier to move forward. They don't promise an instant miracle, but they provide stable, consistent support. And that's exactly what's missing in real life when you already have too much going on. But step by step, you start to notice how your body responds, how lightness returns, and how looking in the mirror no longer causes irritation. You'll see how each day brings more confidence, more calm, and an inner feeling of, I can do this. Because it's not just about losing a few kilos, it's about feeling like yourself again, in harmony with your body and at peace with your thoughts. It's important to stop punishing yourself and start supporting yourself. This is where everything that works gently and carefully really helps. The main thing is to remember that the road to health doesn't start with harsh restrictions. It begins with self-love. Are you ready to take this step towards yourself? If so, start today. Not on Monday, not on New Year's Day, but right now, because your best you is already inside, and it just needs a little help to come out. Like this video if you found it helpful,